Okay, so on this assignment here, we just looked at, hopefully you guys put a lot of a listing or a lot of thought into what you thought poetry was and things like that. On this next thing, it kind of lists a lot of the types of devices that poets would use: alliteration, allusion, assonance, cadence. This is a Jamboard, so you're going to click on that Jamboard, and you're going to make your own copy of the Jamboard. There are 4 pages of this Jamboard. There are actually there's more than that. I added a 5th page because I put in an example. But if you look at our assignment, and I'm bringing that over now because I was doing something with the circle map, so I got to bring it back to the main stage. I think I just deleted it. Nope, there it is. Give me a second. It's going to come over to the main stage right here. There we go. All right, and on our next assignment, what you're going to end up doing, there are a few songs there. There might not be your favorite, so we're not worried about favorites, but I want you to look up the lyrics to 3 of these 6 songs. You know, you get to choose the best 3 or whatever that you want. I've already chose Moves Like Jagger, and I'm edited the lyrics as far as to make them legible in your poetic device sheet on page 5, so you can use that if you want to, but choose 2 more. What you're going to end up doing after you make a copy of it, you're going to go through and highlight some of those poetic devices that you think you see. For instance, you said rhyme, so maybe some of the lyrics that rhyme. There might be repetition, it might be alliteration, it might be something like that. How are you going to do that? You're going to use this poetic device form here. Now, here's the thing. Do not do every single one. I don't want you to do every single one. I just want you to find the ones that were done. So this is someone's here. I don't want to be on someone's. I clicked the wrong one. I was looking at someone's too. All right, so I just used a poem. All right, and what I did was the Yankee Clipper is under her sky sail. She cuts the sparkle and scud. It's an example of alliteration, similar sounds. The purpose in the text, notice that I've given you the definitions. I've allowed that. I didn't take them out from this resource that I'm using. Bless you. I thought about taking the resource out because I thought that would be even better. Hey, let's go through all of these and have you define it and then show examples and stuff. But then I thought that's way too much. So I just want you to do 3 songs. Find some things. If you see rhyme or whatever multiple times, then you'll just have it. So like if I had alliteration and I did alliteration inside Moves Like Jagger, I'll have the Yankee Clipper up there. That's number 1. Number 2, I'll have the line or whatever that is an example from the Moves Like Jagger thing, and then I'll say whatever it needs to do over the purpose of the text. But then I'd also, over here on the side, I would type in another text, because again, I want to put the song titles on the left. I would put Moves Like Jagger. Don't forget quotation marks. That's the name of the song, Moves Like Jagger. All right, so and then to really do it, I might want to put the numbers 1 and 2 because it will just do that. But anyway, I don't want you to go nuts. We do not have to fill out every single blank on this page. All you're doing is finding finding what it is. Like on the next page, you might find something in the song, and I'm sure you can, exact rhyme. Or you might see imagery, because you said that. So fill in those blanks with examples from those songs. Page 3, metaphor, meter, onomatopoeia. I guarantee you're going to find a simile in one of those songs. I mean, look at the title, Moves Like Jagger. Isn't that a simile? Simile is comparing what? What's the definition of a simile? Do I even have it in here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, I do. It's a figure of speech that makes an explicit comparison between 2 unlike things, like how I move and how Mick Jagger moves, right? So that's what he's saying. All right, so you're going to insert the titles there. On the 5th page, and just a real quick example, this is, I had to be creative with the lyrics because when I pasted it in here, it didn't look like that at all. So let me blow it up a little bit. It all came into one thing, so I actually had to do some separating and then do it again. Copy half of it, paste it, and then copy the other half of it. I took out a cuss word.
So you want us to just pick one song
To pick,
and do this too?
would that be a good idea? You just want one song and then we're done for the rest of the day?
No. I'm talking about for this part.
Oh, you don't have to get this creative with it. The only reason I got creative with it because I wanted something inside this document where I can highlight and take where I can highlight and take the lyrics and copy and paste. So I was able to copy and paste like on the fourth page, repetition. You know, if you see this here, you want the moves like Jagger. You got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. That's two things. That's like repetition, and there's something else too that's being done. And I'm not going to tell you what that is. You'll have to look for it and find it. But in the poetic devices, what I did, I added one for you. You're welcome. Let me see if I can go back to my page. There it is. All right. So I added repetition. I did not give you the definition, but it's a repetition. What does repetition do? All right. And then what is the literary definition of repetition? So you'd have to figure that out. I wasn't going to do it for you, but you might not choose repetition. I don't know. So yeah. So I want you to do 3 songs out of those 6 and just do it like that. Again, you don't have to do every blank. That will be a good idea for the honors class when I get to it. Just to give them all these devices and say, this is what you fill out and make it a test grade. That will be great. All right. So anyway, get to work on that. And once you finish, make sure that you're catching up on some work that you are missing. There's a number of you that are missing work. Please get that turned in immediately.